Hello, dear listeners. Welcome back to another heart to heart conversation. This is your host, Sunita Rawat, and today we are diving into a topic that touches every single one of us: change. You see, change is one of those things that we all face, whether we like it or not. It could be a change in your job, your relationships, your health, your city, or even something as small as changing your daily routine. But the big question is, do we resist it or do we embrace it? Someone once said, change is the only constant in life. Isn't that true? Everything around us keeps changing. The seasons change, our bodies change, technology changes, even our moods change. Yet, many of us still fight against it. Why? Because change feels uncomfortable. It takes us out of our comfort zone. Think about this. Have you ever bought a new phone and felt so irritated because everything looked different? The buttons were not where they used to be, the apps were rearranged. You got frustrated, right? You thought, why did they even change this? The old one was fine, but after a few weeks, you can't even imagine going back to your old phone. This is exactly what happens in life. Initially, change feels like a disturbance. It feels like someone has taken away the control we thought we had. We resist it because it challenges our comfort. A small example: when children grow up and leave home for studies or job, parents feel an emptiness. They resist this change. They keep wishing for the old days when house was noisy with laughter and chatter. But over time, parents learn to embrace this new phase. They discover new routines, they spend more time together, they grow in different ways. So often, our resistance is not because the change is bad, it's because it's new. Let me share a story. There was a farmer whose old horse ran away. His neighbor said, "Oh no, such a bad luck." But the farmer simply replied, "Maybe or maybe not." A week later, the horse returned, bringing with it three wild horses. The neighbors exclaimed, "Wow, such good luck." The farmer said again, "Maybe, maybe not." Later, his son tried to ride one of the wild horses and broke his leg. The neighbor said, "Such terrible luck." The farmer calmly replied, "Maybe, maybe not." Soon after, soldiers came to the village to recruit young men for war. Because the farmer's son had a broken leg, he was spared. The lesson: change in the moment may look bad or good, but in the bigger picture, it may be a blessing in disguise. Another story. Think about a caterpillar. If it resists change, it will never become a butterfly. The cocoon stage is uncomfortable, even painful, but that's what transforms it into something beautiful. Similarly, many of us are stuck as caterpillars because we don't want to go through that discomfort of change. Now let's bring this to our daily lives. Maybe you have lost a job recently. At first, it feels like end of the world, but often it becomes the start of something new. Maybe a business, maybe a career you actually love. I know families who cried when they had to shift from their hometown, but later they found new opportunities, new friendships, new perspectives. Sometimes illness forces us to change our diet, lifestyle, or habits. At first, it feels restrictive, but later we realize how much healthier and lighter we feel. So, how do we embrace change? Let me give you a few practical ways. First, stop saying why me and start saying what now. The sooner we accept change, the sooner we grow. Instead of focusing on what you lost, focus on what you can gain. Like when a door closes, maybe it's because another door, a bigger one, is about to open. Like a rigid tree breaks in a storm, but a flexible tree bends and survives. Similarly, flexibility keeps us strong. Every time change happens, list three things you are grateful for in that situation. Gratitude turns fear into peace. Many times we can't see the purpose of change immediately, but years later we realize it was necessary. Think of your life like a book. Each chapter has to end for the next one to begin. If you keep rereading the old chapter, you'll never discover the beauty of the next. Or think of seasons. Winter must end for spring to come. Imagine if winter said, "No, I don't want to go." The flowers would never bloom. Similarly, some phases of our life must end so new growth can begin. So, dear listeners, the next time change knocks at your door, pause. Instead of resisting, try welcoming it. Remember, change is not your enemy, change is your greatest teacher. Life is a journey of transformation, from a baby to a child, from a student to an adult, from dependency to independence, from struggles to strength. Every step is a change, and embracing it is what makes life meaningful. I'll leave you with this thought: don't fear change. Fear staying the same in a world that is constantly evolving. Thank you for being with me today on this journey. This is your friend Sunita Rawat signing off. Stay open, stay flexible, and keep embracing life's beautiful changes.